Good morning. It's just coming up to 8 a.m. We're going to go for breakfast. We're just sailing into the Orkney Islands. So we're up in the buffet. Got my coffee. There's no one up here this morning. It's really quiet again, but it is a late arrival in Kirkwall.
Got some muesli and some peach yogurt this morning, and after that I might think about what else I might want.
We've got a few bits because we thought we might miss lunch today, going out on an excursion at midday. So I've got my piece of black pudding, of course, fried bread, sausage and corned beef hash, crispy bacon. And they've got this bhaji up there, it's like spicy potato. It's really nice, unusual breakfast dish, but I really enjoy it. And I've got a Greek yogurt. And here we are, just pulling up to the quayside in Kirkwall. We're not going to rush off out anywhere, we're just going to admire the scenery, watch everyone else going off early, and we've got a little excursion. We're meeting at midday.
It twice, and then they stopped it because it was hard.
So we're out in Kirkwall. We're on a walking tour, an official Celebrity Cruises excursion. So we can get lots of history on the town. It's only a small town, population of nearly 9,000. We just finished our walking tour. We've been out in Kirkwall now for a couple of hours. Visited loads of different places, learnt loads of facts, went to the cathedral there behind us, the Earl's Palace just across the road there. All really interesting. It was good, wasn't it?
It was excellent, and the weather's good to us again.
Weather's been amazing. So yeah, the tour's over. We've got a little while before we have to be back on board, so we're going to have a little wander around the shops.
Shopping.
So we've got ice creams, and I've got the John Gow rum-soaked raisin ice cream. John Gow being Orkney's own pirate. Now I learned that on the walking tour. I wouldn't have known that otherwise. So yeah, John Gow is a rum from Orkney, and my raisins are soaked in it. So it should be quite tasty.
I'm going to try some rolls as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My rhubarb custard one's delicious.
That is alcoholic.
You've got it all over your beard.
And I've got it all over the camera as well, have you noticed?
Oh yeah.
It is absolutely roasting. Standing here with this open veranda window, sun coming through, the sun is literally directly into my face and it's so warm. So we thought now we're back on board, stay in the cabin and watch the sail away from here. But it was a really good visit into Kirkwall actually, good couple of hours walking tour, loads of information, loads of history. It was 2 hours of walking around for us, about 30 seconds of video probably, but we got so much history and information, it was really good. It'd be nice to see some more of the islands for sure, some more of the Orkneys, but that'll be for another time. So yeah, we're going to sit here with a coffee. Kirsty's just making a coffee because we got tea and coffee in the cabin, and watch the sail away. Nice buffet sunset tonight to go with our nice food in the buffet. Lots of stuff tonight. I went for some jerks though. They got jerk pork and jerk chicken, and they had like a Caribbean beef stew, so I tried some of that as well. And I also got some of my very hot and spicy chili chicken, and there's a Asian fish dish there as well. I can't remember what it is. I want a beef masala, so that's why it just looks like a horrendous mess of sauce and meat, because that's what's on there. So we're up in Eden. We've come up for a little drink, and we're going to watch a show. We love the Eden cast. We watched one of their shows earlier on in the cruise. This is a different one. I think it's going to be really good. We've come in early to make sure we've got good seats. So yeah, looking forward to it. Good morning. Beautiful morning. Lovely flat, calm sea conditions. It's not cold, about 14, 15 degrees at the moment. We're just sailing through the North Sea, just off the northeast coast of England, heading towards Southampton where we disembark tomorrow. So, last full day of the cruise today. Sea day. It's going to be a nice relaxing day. Just been down for breakfast, down to the main dining room. Didn't particularly enjoy that, I have to say. Food's good, crew are excellent, service is really good. It's just hot, noisy, claustrophobic. Didn't particularly enjoy it down there. Much prefer the buffet. If you go up to the buffet at the same sort of time in the morning, you can sit by the window. There's not crowds of people all right close to you. It's much nicer, and the choice of food is more extensive up in the buffet as well. So, but it's horses for courses, isn't it? Some people like the main dining room. It's just not for me, not on this cruise. I was lying in bed this morning. Kirsty was in the shower. I just opened the blind on the veranda, and all of a sudden these tables and chairs come down past the window. It was the magic carpet. It's not moved on this cruise up until now, and this morning it came down past the window down to deck 5 and stopped there briefly, and then went back up again. So I guess they were just testing it. There was no reason for it to move it down to deck 5 and then move it back up again. But yeah, it was just weird. It having not moved for the whole cruise, it was weird seeing it go down past the window as I was lying in bed. We've just come down to Eden, sitting in our little cabbage leaf chairs with a coffee. We grabbed a coffee from the Eden Cafe over there just prior to it closing. It closes at 9:30. We just made it in time, so we're just going to sit here and relax in our cabbage leaf chairs with our drinks. So this is where we were sat last night. It's a really good spot to see the shows. The Eden cast are fantastic, so it's well worth coming up to see one of their late night shows and making sure you get in early to get a good spot, because it gets really, really busy. Up here, if you come all the way around the aft of the ship, up the ramp, all the way to the top, and you've got these seats here, we were sat just over here, and you can see, you look down over the stage area. It's just where the bar is. They sort of like do their little routines in front of the bar, and it's a really good spot. busy in the club. That's where we are. We've come in for trivia. It's movie soundtracks, officers versus passengers, so it should be quite good. I'll know the tunes. I won't necessarily know what movie it is.
Tally up your scores. Let's find out who indeed our movie soundtrack champions are.
So I think I aptly demonstrated that I watch far too many movies, because
You were good.
I did pretty well on that. I think we came third overall, but there were a lot of people in there, and there were some big groups that obviously enjoy doing their trivia. So I think I did pretty well, because I'm not a fan of trivia generally, but I do know my movies.
I like the music ones. I've really enjoyed the music ones on this cruise.
It was good fun. Down to the Grand Plaza. We've got some more music trivia, so we're going to do that. It's always quite good fun. So that was good fun down in the Grand Plaza. So we made our way straight from there, straight up to the buffet. Very, very busy today. Last sea day, but they're doing these nice lobster rolls. Looks really good. So Kirsty's got one as well. We shall partake in our lobster rolls and then go and see what they've got cake wise. So I went back up, found my fruit crumble. They always do this fruit crumble most of the time. Start again. So I went back up. They always seem to do this fruit crumble, so it'd be rude not to have some. Start again. So I went back up, got myself some fruit crumble, because it's very, very nice, and they've always got it up there, or most of the time they seem to have. Yeah, delicious. Start again for safety. So went back up, on the hunt for dessert, found my favourite fruit crumble that they always seem to have up there. Bit of vanilla sauce, it's lovely. Can't do with it. We've just popped back to the cabin for a little reset after lunch in the buffet. That was very nice up there. Cabin has been fantastic actually. we've loved the cabin. It's been really comfortable and really convenient. Convenient for a lot of reasons, like this power next to the bed and 2 USBs. I've got a short USB cable there and a magnetic Peak Design phone case. And of course the walls of the cabin are metal. So I attach my phone at night to the wall so I can see the time through the night. And I've got it charging on this short USB. And I just leave that USB cable plugged in there all the time. Little things like that. It is a small thing, but it does make a big difference. My little desk setup has worked really well as well. It's been really convenient. The white box they have attached to the surface here with all the plug sockets in. I've just got a European adapter with this plugged into it. So I've got all my USBs and I can just plug cables in as I need them. Another USB cable there. Got my little Pocket 3 attached to the wall on a magnet with my transmitter, and just my little tablet laptop there, where I'm uploading my footage through the day each day. It's been really, really cool. Well, the closer we get to home, the further south we get, the warmer the weather seems to get. It was absolutely freezing as we were going around Iceland, but it's quite nice now here with the veranda window open. Hopefully it'll be a nice day tomorrow for disembarkation and our journey home. We're actually about level with home now. We're just passing the Norfolk coastline, so we're on the starboard side, so I'm kind of looking west. All I can see are just lines of drilling platforms, oil rigs, and beyond that is going to be home for us. Obviously we're going to be going well past there and all the way around the south coast back to Southampton. But yeah, we're pretty much level with where we live now. Well, we've come up to the buffet to get a fruit punch from the machines over there. A nice sunny spot, nice sunny table. Pretty much the same view as we just had from the balcony. But we fancied a drink. We're seriously going to have to start thinking about packing soon.
And for my last supper, I have got steak with béarnaise sauce, calamari, mashed potato, fries, chicken samosa with sweet chilli sauce, and fried shrimp.
I went for a very small portion of my favourite Asian food, hot and spicy stuff, but I don't want a load of hot and spicy stuff for our travel day tomorrow, so just a little bit of that. Seafood mac and cheese I thought sounded really nice, so I got that. Big lump of mashed potatoes, some fried calamari, and a piece of steak. I think that's quite a nice last evening meal. So we've come down to the martini bar again, but this time we're actually sat at the bar. These are like gold dust, these chairs, these seats. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to come and sit by the bar. So Kirsty got a pina colada. We tried to get a one in Eden last night. They don't do pina coladas in Eden. We left the martini bar. We're now in the club. There's a show on. It's the Eden cast doing a show called Caravan. I think it's going to be really good. But there was a massive influx of people very quickly. We've got reasonable seats, but there's still a lot of people trying to find somewhere to sit. We're back in Southampton at a very noisy Horizon terminal. It's been a fantastic trip. We've really enjoyed it. We've got things to talk about, so we'll see you at home. And we are home sweet home after a fantastic cruise on a beautiful ship. I have to say, Celebrity Apex is definitely up there as the fanciest ship that we've ever been on. We really enjoyed it. Beautiful ship, some lovely areas to sit, places like Eden we loved. Cabin was fantastic. The infinite veranda we had, which is essentially just a big window that opens, that was perfect for our itinerary. Cooler weather. Perhaps if you were somewhere warmer, you might want a traditional balcony with a little bit of outside space. We definitely didn't need that on our particular cruise. Just to be able to open the window occasionally was perfect. It worked really well. Technology in the cabin was awesome as well, like the climate control, fully digital climate control panel, had presets for all the lights, all that kind of thing, and that could be controlled through the app as well, which was just awesome, and it all worked perfectly. Loved the cabin, loved the ship. Standout memory has got to be the food. Celebrity are definitely in a different league when it comes to the food, compared to a lot of other cruise lines we've been on recently. We loved our specialty dining. We had a really nice couple of meals in the main dining room, a couple of the main dining rooms. The buffet, that was the place to be for us. We really looked forward to going into the buffet for all our meals. There was just so much to choose from, and everything was consistently good. It got busy occasionally, but actually once we'd found our groove, it wasn't too bad, and the buffet is very, very well designed. So even at the busiest times, you only really noticed it when it came to trying to find somewhere to sit. Actually, it managed the people really well within the buffet, within the servery areas. You were never queuing. There was never lines of people. It was fantastic, and we really looked forward to going up to the buffet. Food was amazing. Now, the itinerary was the main reason for choosing this particular cruise. It fell at the right time of year, it was the right price, but it was an itinerary that we hadn't done before. So we were really looking forward to doing it. If only I had some sort of like visual representation of the actual route we took, that would be really useful. There we go. This is a visual representation of the actual route we took up to Scotland, round Iceland, and back down again to Southampton. This was actually sent to us by the nice people at Cruise Maps. They got in touch and said, would we like to have a look at one of their maps? So of course we jumped at the chance, and it is a perfect representation of what we did because it's satellite data. Now, we went a little bit different than everyone else when we left Southampton, because we went a different way around the Isle of Wight. We came out of Southampton Water, and we were sat in Eden having our specialty meal at the time. And just out the corner of my eye, because we had a beautiful view of the wake, and just out the corner of my eye, as we're eating our lovely food, I saw land, and we were much closer to land than I anticipated at that point. And then I realised it was the Needles, so I did just get a shot of it as we sailed out into the channel. And then overnight we went around Cornwall. We had a sea day as we went up through the Irish Sea, passing the Isle of Man, heading up towards Scotland, and that was our first stop. Now, we can visit Scotland quite easy from where we live. It's a lengthy drive, but it's easily doable. So we didn't want to spend a lot of time not sitting on a coach, driving through the Scottish countryside, and the expense as well. So we thought, let's do something a little bit closer to the port. There was an awesome sounding excursion, official Celebrity Cruises excursion, and that was to the Glengoyne distillery that you would have seen on the video. That was a fantastic day. We loved the distillery. The guys there were fantastic, really informative, really funny. I would recommend all day long the Glengoyne distillery. Brought some lovely whiskey back with us as well. So yeah, it was a superb day. And then we left Greenock and we sailed out into the Atlantic. That's a 2-day sail from there all the way up to Reykjavik. So we arrived in Reykjavik after 2 days at sea. Now, we didn't really see much of Reykjavik other than the drive in and drive out because we had an 8-hour excursion, the Golden Circle, but it was definitely worth doing. We're really glad we did that excursion. Like I say, big long day it was, 8 hours. Food was included, which was really, really lovely. A bit of Icelandic salmon. Really enjoyed that day. And then if and when we go back at some point in the future, we'll probably spend a bit more time in Reykjavik itself exploring. So after leaving Reykjavik that evening, we sailed overnight round to the northwest peninsula of Iceland, where we visited Ísafjörður. Now that was a fantastic day. We knew it was a small town. We knew we could just get off the ship and just go wandering around on our own easily enough. So that's what we opted to do, and the weather was fantastic. It was just such a lovely day. The sun was shining, it was beautiful. Perfect day to just go wandering around the town. So we had a really good day that day. Another overnight sailing to our last stop in Iceland, which was Akureyri. And the weather wasn't so good that day, but it stayed dry for our excursion that morning. And then we went into the town, bought a few souvenirs a bit later in the day. And then we left Iceland after our 3 stops. We left Iceland overnight into a sea day, heading back towards the UK. And then you can see at the tip of Scotland there, on the Orkney Islands, we stopped in Kirkwall. Didn't have any plans there. It was kind of a last minute thing. We decided to book on board our walking tour. Now it is very easy just to get off, get the shuttle and go into town yourself, and it's only a very, very small town, but the walking tour was actually superb. We gained so much information from the walking tour, so much history, and it was just lovely walking around, being shown different things and different aspects of the history of Orkney. It was great. So thank you again, Cruise Maps, for sending this out to us, because it has been a perfect visual aid to show everyone the exact route we took when we left Southampton, out past the Needles, up circumnavigating Iceland and back down the other side of the UK. You can actually see that quite clearly on this map. I'm definitely going to consider some more of these for upcoming cruises. So I hope you enjoyed the series. We loved Celebrity, we loved Apex. Definitely going to try Celebrity again, quite possibly another Edge class because we loved it so much. We have got another couple of cruises booked, nothing imminent, however they're not too far away. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Stick with us for the next one because that is going to be pretty cool. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.